Stinky feet is a very, very touchy subject. A lot of people are suffering from stinky feet and they think it's a God-given plague they have to live with. That is fortunately not the case. So what are some causes of stinky feet? Well, one of the leading causes for stinky feet is bacterial overgrowth, or a specific condition known as pitted keratolysis, which is bacterial overgrowth on the bottom of the foot that can cause pits and some honeycomb-looking areas on the bottom of the foot. That can be very, very stinky and smelly, like a combination of rotten eggs and rotten fish. It's a little bit more toned down than that, but you get the gist of it. It's not pleasant at all. That can also stink up the socks. Other conditions that can cause stinky feet, some types of fungal infection can cause stinky feet, and sometimes the sweat itself is stinky because of the person's tendency to produce stinky sweat or some internal conditions. So let's take a look at what can be done about stinky feet. Well, first of all, you do want to take care of the environment. That means that change socks daily. That goes without saying. So don't wear the same sock pair again and again and again. Be sure to launder them in hot water and get rid of whatever is in the socks that could recontaminate or reinfect, recolonize the foot. The other thing to do is to wash the feet, but do it gently. Don't go too hard on the foot, because by going too aggressively cleaning the feet, by scrubbing, exfoliating, or trying to use a very harsh soap, you can actually be compromising the integrity of the skin. That may not do anything for the infectious organism, or very little for the infectious organism if you are dealing with an infection, but it can compromise the integrity of your skin and dig in that infection deeper into the skin. So be gently washing your feet. The other thing is you need to dry your feet after showers. Dry the feet up by patting them dry rather than rubbing. Again, not to abrade the skin, not to roughen up the skin, because that again can compromise the integrity of the skin. So pat the foot dry really well. Be sure to get between the toes at the web spaces, because that's where a lot of the moisture accumulates, and in many cases that's where some of the organisms that can be causing stinky feet could be hiding. So dry up those areas really well. Remember that specifically fungal infections thrive on moisture. So do not moisturize the foot. That is really, really important. A lot of people mistake tinea pedis or athlete's foot for dry skin. They reflexively moisturize the skin, and that leads to worsening or stagnation of the infection. The next thing to remember is that you need to keep the environment of the foot as dry as possible. That means that you can actually use corn starch, as in powder grade corn starch, apply it on the feet and apply it into the socks or the shoes if you're walking without socks, before you put the foot into the shoes or the socks. That'll really help soak up that residual moisture and dry up the feet a little bit more effectively. There are some antiperspirants that you can use that are available over the counter. If your feet do not respond to antiperspirants that are available over the counter, you may need to see your dermatologist for prescription grade antiperspirants and other solutions. There are some very popular devices out there that are using a technique called ionotophoresis, which is running an electric current through the skin. Very low amplitude, by the way. You're not going to be shocked or anything. But running a low amplitude current through the skin can decrease production and secretion of sweat from the glands that are found in the skin. That technique can work for the feet, the hands, and the armpits, and there are devices that are available out there, some of which are without prescription, but do your research before you buy into one of those devices. Now, if your feet have not dried up, obviously go see your dermatologist. If the smell has not resolved by drying up the feet, changing socks, being good about everything and keeping things nice and tidy, then it's time to see the dermatologist. What could possibly be done with those conditions? Well, the bacterial overgrowth, or pitted keratolysis, or erythrasma, which is a sister condition of pitted keratolysis, those can be treated with topical antibiotics. It's pretty simple to treat. These are not deadly or serious conditions. They just cause a lot of heartache because of the sting. So you need to treat those with the appropriately prescribed antibiotics that are applied topically to the area. With fungal infections, the same goes for fungal infections. However, you can treat some fungal infections with a topical that's available over the counter. But if obviously those topicals have not worked for your condition, or you're not sure if you have athlete's foot, which you may not, you may have another type of skin condition of the foot, go see your dermatologist and treat with topical antifungals. In most cases, that does the trick. If you have any other condition, then the appropriate treatment for that condition needs to be prescribed, and that would be decided on a case-by-case basis by your dermatologist. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. More great content coming your way right from this channel. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Ryan Little.